yourself done. And then you can move a bit sideways so that they're going over 2 poles and round the other 2, if that makes sense. But pole work is quite good, because I think one of the worst things on the lunge is a board horse. And this just gives them something to think about. Actually, you've been very good. Another thing I like to do on the lunge, not only develop a really good powerful walk, but also halts. A lot of people don't bother with halts on the lunge. And whatever you do on the saddle, you should be able to do within reason on the lunge. So I do a lot of trot, walk, trot transitions, then trot, walk, halt, walk, trot transitions. On very clever horses, you can do trot, halt, trot transitions, so that's asking quite a lot. You also need to think of the horse that you've got in front of you. If you've got a 3 or 4-year-old on the lunge, you wouldn't be doing this. You know, you're asking a big physical question. These are the sort of exercises you do with a fit horse on days between competitions. You want to change the rein, Anna? Thank you. If you've got an old horse or a young horse or an unfit horse, you don't do these sort of exercises until they're ready. Another exercise I do is to spiral them in from a 20-metre circle down to a 15, to a 10, to a 5. And when you get to the 5, it's time to go back out. But again, you wouldn't do that with a horse that wasn't able to do it. You really must think about what's in front of you. Young horse, unfit horse, 5 to 10 minutes in walking, build it up to a bit of trotting, you know, and it depends what else they're doing in their life as well. A rehab that can't be ridden can be lunged every day, but it's at low level intensity and long and low. Whereas a fit competition horse can do a real big 20-minute workout, but only about twice a week. That's really nice. Doing this exercise will develop the hind leg strength, the back strength, and it's lightening the forehand. In fact, there's hardly any contact with the forehand, and the mouth is dripping with lovely froth. But it's always important to think, you know, is my horse capable of this exercise? And if he is, great, go for it. If not, think about it and save it for another day. The other thing that you must do when you lunge is look at your watch. 20 minutes on the lunge is enough as a maximum. So you need to look at your watch when you start. After your 5 minutes of warm-up with a change of rein, shorten it, ask a bit more. And after a 10-minute max period there, you'll let it back out again and do the last 5 minutes as a cool-down stretching exercise. It's really important that they do that. So if you'd like to bring him across, we'll let it back out, Anna. Then he can do his stretching and cooling.